Hi villaging friends, and welcome back to the channel. Today I have the Wolf by Lemax again. I had previously done a video on this where I reimagined all of the lighting and did a complete teardown on it. If you haven't seen that video, highly recommend you give it a watch. Now for this video today, I'm going to be using this for the January 2026 Creative Challenge in the Facebook group that I'm a member of. I'm a member of a small Facebook group called the Halloween Village Displayers and Creators Group, and each month there is a unique challenge. This month, it revolves around the Wolf Moon. There are a couple of prerequisites. The first is it must have wolves or wolves. The second, it must have a moon. And the third is it must be no larger than a 2 foot by 2 foot section. So let's get started and make a small tabletop vignette for the Wolf by Lemax. Well, villaging friends, it's time to start working on the Wolf Vignette for the January 2026 Facebook group challenge. Now, with this particular build, what I want to do is use scraps. If you do foam carving or platform building like I do, you always wind up with a proverbial bin of scraps. And this is an excellent opportunity to make a small tabletop vignette with minimal cost. Now, today I've been kind of already pilfering through this a little bit, and I picked out a couple of pieces of foam that I want to use as a base. I want to have this piece with a little bit of height to it, so I'm thinking these three pieces could be fun. Now, my whole inspiration with this is kind of like a wolf exhibit at a zoo. So we're going to take this guy and pop it up here. So this will get painted and glued and everything else, but first off, I'm going to have to recarve this particular piece to kind of give it a kind of rough texture like the ones down below. I really like this look because it's kind of a rock facade anyway. This was actually a piece from my Holiday Hills display. And these over here are pieces from when I did the backdrop for my Holiday Hills display. When I was carving my mountains, I was flaking off pieces of foam and I kept them. The reason I kept them is these things are fun to work with because you can very easily just create a small mountain backdrop in the back of this. Now, I haven't pilfered through all of these just yet to see which ones I'm going to use and which ones I'm not going to use. But I can easily do a multi-layer configuration with this. Now, of course, with the challenge, not only do we have to have the wolves, but we also had to have a moon. Now I'm thinking a moon here. That's a telescoping moon. I don't think I need it quite that high. Take it down. And I'm going to add in some lighted trees as well into this build. Now, I'm probably going to hide these trees a little bit into the foam so they're kind of coming up and out so you don't have just a bare tree. But we'll see. So let's get started in building this tabletop vignette.
A quick safety warning before we start working with our XPS foam. Anytime you are using electric tools to carve any type of foam, be it XPS or EPS, always do so in a well-ventilated area. The fumes will cause respiratory inflammation. Alright, so we have our first piece of the XPS foam that we'll be working with. Now this is a leftover piece from my Holiday Hills display. That's why it has this curvature to it. And what I'm going to be doing is just simply taking this hot wire tool and doing a angle all the way around so it takes that curvature away. And then I can simply go in and use another hot tool and make indentations on the foam to give it a rough and rock looking texture.
All right, now that we have the foam that is nice and carved, this has been retextured, it's time to do a little bit of gluing. Now today, I'm using a low temp hot glue for this, and what I'm going to be doing is kind of placing these in that tiered fashion. And make sure when I set this down, fall apart. Okay, I think this will be nice and fun. Perfect. Now, with this, because I've got this done, there's still a little bit more carving that needs to be done. And the reason I say that is the more I think about the moon, that's a great height. I can't achieve that with this being set up here. So instead, we're going to mark off where this goes. And I'm going to cut a channel straight out the back for that. Now, as for these trees, probably going to be doing the same thing. Now, okay. We'll start with that and then come back. Now this one, I may actually just leave as is. Put it up there. Or actually, right here would be a good spot. Let's actually sink this tree down into the foam. All right, so back to carving.
With the trees clearly marked on the foam, I'm going to be using this U-hook hot tool. Now this is part of a kit that I bought on Amazon a while back, and I'll be sure to link that in the video description below. As you can see, it is quite chilly out here today by my breath. It was actually supposed to be snowing. Now, all I'm going to be doing with this is just taking this hot blade around and cutting out this particular circle. Once I have the edge done, then I'll go back and I'm just going to turn the U inward and just keep cutting in circles. And once I get this one done, I can move on to the next. By creating these cavities, I can easily sink the tree and its entire base down into the foam, and I can cover it up with some moss. And on the other side, I'm not going to have that base of the tree really sticking out, so it's not really going to be seen down below, but you'll have the wonderful, fun lit branches up above with the wolves. Now, this particular tree, because I'm going to be carving into the base and doing a channel up, is definitely going to be a little bit different, but I'm going to be using the exact same tool to create this particular channel. There are two things that I need to keep into account when I'm making this particular cavity for this tree. The first is I need to make sure it's going to be deep enough to support the tree so it's not sitting off kilter when everything is in place. And then the second part is to make sure that the channel that goes up for the trunk of the tree is going to be wide enough and in the proper location. If you are new to working with XPS foam and hot tools, the trick to carving the foam is make sure you have a good outline of where you want to be cutting and to take your time with it. As you're applying solid, steady pressure to any hot tool, you're going to have to just kind of go with the flow a little bit. The foam will guide you, so to speak, on how it does and does not like to be cut. This has to do with the temperature of the blade. The hotter it is, the better it cuts, so the slower you go, the cleaner the cut. The faster you go, the rougher the cut.
Okay, so now we have our basic platform. And I've carved out a channel for a tree, another channel for a tree, so let's take a look and see how these are going to fit into the platform. Now this channel over here is for power. So that sits in perfectly, and I'll get covered up with a little bit of grass. This one, slide in just like that. Be mostly hidden. Oh, I forgot my channel for the moon, so we're going to go back and carve that real fast. I'll do that off camera. And whoopsie daisy. Let's see here. Well, I've got this. Yeah. Okay. Let me go carve that real fast, and I'll be right back. All right. So now we're back. Let's redo this one more time. So, that's going to be good there. This is going to slide in that way. Okay, so we have a little issue with this. Okay, I see what's wrong. Luckily, this doesn't require a hot tool to fix. Okay. Now let's double check that. There we go. Just need that little bit of curvature there to stand up straight. Now let's do one more dry fitting. I love that I can make this large, taller, and shorter. Okay. Putting that one in backwards. Okay, that's going to be fun. Well, villaging friends, this completes part 1 of building the Wolf Moon Vignette for the January 2026 Facebook group challenge. Now, part 2 will be coming soon, and in that particular segment, we're going to start off with painting, moving to ground covering and vegetation, and working with the backdrop, and of course, some custom electric to finish this build. So until next time, keep on villaging!
Thanks for watching Halloween Village Displayers and Creators January 2026 Wolf Moon Challenge Part 1. If you like this video, like and subscribe for more fun villaging content and check out some of my other videos. And until next time, keep on villaging!